Hi, hello everybody. So, in this video, I am animating a new intro. Second time's the charm because I forgot to say, this is the last time you'll be seeing this intro that's for this video. And I will be moving over to this new intro. So, yeah, also, if you're new here, you should like and subscribe, and if you're not new, you should share. I have a Ko-fi, I have a gaming channel, which I'm going to upload to again soon. I already have a video up. And, oh, I have my commissions open. My website's in the link below. I made a new account on a website, or no, a social media called Lemon8. Apparently, because TikTok's gonna go away, I heard, I don't know, I didn't know where to migrate to, so apparently people, like, image people were migrating there, and there's a tiny art community there, so, you can go there and follow me. Okay, now onto the actual video. So, this video started because I thought I lost, that intro when I tried upgrading my storage, and I didn't back up my files properly because I am impulsive and fail. Because I am impulsive. It's just ADHD. I don't even know how to explain it. If you know, you know, like, you don't think, and you're like, this will be a really great idea, and then you just don't completely do it right. And then you're like, oh no. Anyway, so I was reanimating that, but I ended up finding my original intro, but I was like, well, it needs an upgrade anyway. I changed my design since then. I changed it twice, actually. Well, I changed my outfit twice, and my design once. Because originally, I had the little purple jacket, my little animating Miwa, and then I changed it to a purple, like, sweater and made it more, like, cyberpunky. Which both of those outfits are still, like, I guess canon, but I prefer drawing the latter because it's more fun for me. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I started animating, and I said in my last video this would be what this video is about. So I am no near a professional animator. I never animate because I don't like it. Well, I don't like coloring. I like making the rough sketches for animations. So as you can see right now, while I was rough sketching, I actually had a really fun time doing so. Like it was really nice. But the moment I started to have to, like, refine details and make sure everything stayed, like, consistent and I wasn't focusing on movement is when I get bored out of my mind. So so when I was doing this, I know you can set keyframes, but I wasn't really sure, and I looked up the tutorial and I watched it and I paid attention, but I just kind of did it my own way because it was, I don't know, it was just being stubborn again, like, but what I did was to signify my keyframes, because I was just doing cells after cell after cell of the animation, is I made my keyframes sketched in pink and my in-betweens in blue. This was going to help me later when I was refining the details anyway, so I knew what was an in-between and what wasn't. Also, at the very end, the, like, sketches of crying Miwa they have so much energy, and I wish I could have kept that energy for the final drawing of the chibi Miwa, because, like, there's just so much emotion there. Like, so much, But before I started roughing the actual animation, the first thing I did was I drew the crying chibi Miwa. I set it as a background because I was not drawing that over and over again when only one thing was gonna move, which was the tears. So I refined, and I refined the sketch. I made it really nice, and then I colored it. Which when I did color it, I realized, hey, and then I added the blush, and then I added the redness to the little bump on the head. I was like, huh, this feels naked. And so I added shading, and then I was like, this still feels wrong. And then I added highlights, and then I spent more time on it than I wanted to. More than I wanted to, so I was like, ugh. Yeah. I ended up animating the tears along with like the little like lines coming off the head. You can't see it because of my my watermark, but yeah. Overall, I did have a fun time drawing it. I also, in hindsight, should have animated the tears. Like shaded them and I gave them highlights, but I was just, I don't know. After losing all your things, you are, my brain is drained, and I did not want to anymore. So, I wasn't burnt out, but I was tired. So, a lot of this, like, I didn't copy and paste a lot, which I'm actually kind of proud of, because that's just kind of being lazy, I guess. But I did trace over the eyes a lot, and I made sure double, triple checked that they were consistent. I also wish I looked up a tutorial on how to draw tears, but also the way they were drawn to me is just fine. They are a little dramatic, and I think I drew too many coming down my own face, but it's okay. So, for the rough, I mean not the rough, but the clean rough, I go in and I add my little face marks after on a different layer. I also tried, still thought it looked naked because it was so rough, so I added in like where my character is, it's colored in gray, which I don't regret. It makes it look a lot better, but I do regret at the same time because, oh my god, so much. I had to like fix all my layers to where the lines connected so the fill bucket wouldn't go out. It was the worst. I have never explained. It was so bad, and I was so mad at myself for not doing line art because the line art, or no, the sketch that was open, and I had to like fix it, and then it was an inconvenience. I did have fun making this though, despite it being like frustrating. Because I do like animating. Like I said, I like doing the first part of it, not the second. I also don't know if this is technically the right way you're supposed to animate, because I've seen animators. Also, the in-between frame of my head moving from the left of the screen to the right of the screen is cursed. I'm looking at it right now as we're recording, and I hate it, and I ended up deleting it, so enjoy that cursedness. Enjoy that cursedness. I can't talk. Also, when I was drawing these, I felt like my face looked really off in these drawings, but I ended up adding the little raccoon marks after I was done with all the frames, and it looked I looked more like myself, because I think that's a big part of like my features on like myself is the raccoon eyes. I even kind of have them in real life because I have eye bags to the nines all the time, even when I do sleep. It's genetic. So none of these, I don't know if you guys see it too, how before I added the raccoon eyes, that it doesn't really look like myself. It might have just been a me thing. But yeah. So, I also realized, I think you saw during the sketch, I added a line that like goes across. That's because my character is supposed to be adjusting the camera, and then it cuts, because I didn't know how to animate the perspective of like of it lifting up like that. So, I just cut it because I had no clue, and I didn't want it to look bad. Same thing, I would have animated the full fall, but I didn't know how to with the camera like being a part of, like, with the camera moving too, and then you're falling. I don't know how you would animate that, so I didn't. So I just cut it to as far as I knew I could draw. Maybe I'll actually learn a little bit of animation this year, and I will show, not show, but I will, finally draw the falling part. I also, I added question marks to one frame, but ended up deleting it because I didn't like it. I also just like the idea of like myself not knowing, which if I'll explain what's happening in the animation if it wasn't clear by looking at all the frames. So my little character pops up, fixes the camera, shows off my social media in the intro, and then I step back too far and I trip over my own tail and I fall, and then the chibi Miwa is the aftermath of me falling with the bump on my head and crying. And I'm graceful. We'll just say I'm graceful. Just in general, I'm graceful. So this is me. As you can see, now I'm adding, that I was talking about before with the face marks. I also, was, as you can see, trying to, because I was selecting the outside and then inverting the selection and then putting in the gray part, and the selection wasn't, and then I didn't know until, after I was done doing that, I added in the background line, which I couldn't figure out how to make the ruler textured. I've never known how to do that. I kind of feel like an idiot. I should have looked it up, but at the same time, it kind of gives it character. We love character. I'm so sorry. This video is a mess. But thank you for watching. If you have, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new here, if you're interested in my videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.